Hi, guys. My name is Amanda. Oh, we start over. Hi, guys. My name is Amanda.
And I'm Sophia.
And welcome to ZomBabes,
where every theory is valid.
Except for Flat Earth.
Because y'all can leave.
Please. So, today I have an interesting topic, in my opinion. I'm going to be talking about mimics. Do you know what mimics are?
No idea. Please enlighten me.
So, let me just get into it because I have this nice little thing written down. So,
Great.
Today, we're going to be stepping into the shadows, where not everything is what it seems. Some voices call out to us in the dark, familiar and comforting. But what if the voice you recognize doesn't belong to who you think it does? What if it's something else, something waiting? Mimic spirits are said to be entities of deception, tricksters that wear the mask of the familiar. A husband swears he sees his wife walk into the room, but she's in another city. A child hears their mother calling from the kitchen, yet she never spoke. These are the moments the mimic reveals itself, just long enough for you to question what's real. Folklore across the world warns them, shapeshifters, spirits that change form to confuse us, sometimes mislead us into danger. And in occult traditions, the mimic is more than a trickster, it's a predator. By appearing safe, it lowers your guard so it can take exactly what it came for, your focus, your fear, your energy. So the next time you hear your name called from the shadows, pause before you answer. Because not everything that looks or sounds like home truly belongs there.
Hate it.
So, yeah, I've heard, stories of mimics from people that I know. I have a friend who thinks she's haunted, and honestly, I think she is. But she'll see, her kid walk from the kitchen into another room, and then he'll come out of the bathroom. Or she'll...
Ooh, I just got chills.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, or she'll hear her daughter call her, and it's happened to her so much that she'll literally pause and, wait, and then she'll hear it again. And then she'll go to her daughter and be like, hey, did you need me? Did you call me? And she's like, no.
Okay, has that happened to her whole life or just in the house she's living in?
It started happening to her after a house that she lived in a few years ago, and ever since then, it's basically followed her. Yeah. And she's tried to cleanse her house. She's tried to do all of these things, but yeah, no, it's
it might not be the house. She needs to cleanse herself.
I swear to God, it follows her whenever she leaves her house because I've experienced things around her.
Just start smoking sage.
Just literally, it's insane. So a mimic is literally just something that pretends to be somebody or something that you know to draw your attention. It's like they feed off of your energy in that way by making you think hey, I'm your husband. They'll even take the form. You'll see them standing there. But in most of the stories that I've heard, it's something is always a little off about them. If they take on the physical form, you'll notice that their eyes are a little different than they're supposed to be. Or the hair isn't exactly the same as the person who you think it is.
I can't think of
chills.
I can't think of what it is, but it's when you know your dog is inside, but then you see your dog at the door.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's another name for it other than mimics.
Doppelganger. There's doppelgangers that I've heard of. I mean, if we're thinking dogs, I'm automatically going skinwalker.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, skinwalker.
Yeah, skinwalkers are scary.
Yeah. But I mean, they also do that same thing where they kind of emulate something to let themselves in.
Yeah, skinwalkers, though, I feel whenever I've heard stories about them, it's more physically. You'll see a dog shapeshift into something else and then you see it as a dog again. I've seen a lot of things like that. Or the only vocal things I've really heard about skinwalkers are screaming. You know, I've never heard of...
I haven't heard of them copying.
Yeah, because a mimic can completely copy somebody's voice, which is freaky. Okay? So I found a few stories on Reddit of some people's experiences with mimics, and I thought it would be fun to share. So I have 3. Some of these are pretty long, but
that's okay.
These freaked me out a little bit. So
that's what we're here for. Time to buckle up. Hold my emotional support cat.
Yes. So first story, let's get into it. I can't remember which Reddit this is. I'm so sorry. I did not write that down.
Shame.
I'm so sorry. I gotta
Shame.
cite my sources. So, around 15 years ago, when both of my kids were toddlers, I was putting them to bed one night, and my son was adamant to wear his favorite red race car pajamas. I happily obliged, helped him change into them, and tucked him into bed. Then I sat down at my kitchen table with a friend who had come over to chat and catch up. The way that my apartment was set up, you could see my kids' bedroom doorway from the kitchen table. My friend and I were talking for a while before we were suddenly interrupted by the sound of my son screaming. We both turned and looked at the bedroom doorway and saw my son standing there loudly crying and shrieking and wearing his green pajamas with airplanes on them. Everything inside of me was screaming that this was wrong because he was wearing his red race car pajamas.
Right.
All of a sudden, he's in his green pajamas. That kid ain't changing his pajamas.
He asked for those race car jammies. Okay?
He said he wanted to wear those. The hair on the back of my neck. Maybe she needs that other half. While she's barking, can I hit my vape real quick?
She's not barking anymore. Come on. We do not support vapor devices.
Don't vape, guys.
Shame.
Okay. I just start into the mic.
Poor Laura's ears right now. She's like, I love that.
Love it so much. Okay.
Anyways, red race car pajamas.
Red race car pajamas. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end and a cold shiver shot down my spine. My friend and I wordlessly stared at each other for a second. We both knew that my son couldn't change his pajamas by himself yet. We looked back at the doorway and my son was gone. We ran to the bedroom and found him tucked in bed, still sleeping peacefully, in his red race car pajamas. My friend asked me if I saw him standing there in his green airplane pajamas, and I confirmed that I had. My friend freaked out and left.
Mood.
Like, actually.
Bye. I'm out of here.
I am not getting involved in this. Love you, Pookie. Bye-bye. I slept on my kids' bedroom floor that night to make sure nothing happened to them. My friend and I still talk about it to this day. It's one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. My son, of course, doesn't remember any of it, but he loves hearing the story of how his doppelganger scared the crap out of us.
Fucking psycho.
Like, actually.
He would love to hear that story.
Like,
That's something. Kids are weird.
Yeah, that one's light, but that's still, like, imagine, because especially, like, being a parent, like, imagine. Like, what the hell is going on with my kid right
No,
now?
thank you.
And that's one thing that's terrifying about having children, okay? Like, keep the spirits away, okay? Like,
yeah, because kids are, like, closer to the spirit realm and shit. Like,
and they're so innocent and they don't know better. Like, it's like all the movies you watch. Like, I can't remember what it was. God, what is it called whenever the spirit is, like, Poltergeist.
okay.
It was one of the Poltergeist movies I was watching, and the kid, like, doesn't know any better. The spirit is, like, drawing them into a closet, and I'm like...
And they're just like, yeah, let's party.
Let's play. Like, no, stay away from my child.
Please.
Okay, so next story. This one is a little longer, and this one freaked me out more. I had to start a little light.
You had to start a what?
A little light.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're getting deeper. We're buckling up even harder. We're
Yep.
race car seats. Buckle.
So, story 2. Me, 36, and my daughter Olivia, 16, live in a small town in South Dakota. She goes with her father every weekend. She leaves every Friday afternoon and comes back Sunday evenings, so usually she'll be gone by the time I get home from work on Friday evenings. This particular Friday, when I pulled up to our driveway, I looked up at her window and noticed her bedroom light was still on. I figured she accidentally left it on before leaving. I walked into the house and hear movement coming from upstairs. Oh, she's still home, I whispered to myself. I went upstairs and knocked on her bedroom door and slowly opened it. Your dad isn't picking you up this weekend? I asked. No, I told him I want to stay, she said while looking down at her journal. Great, I'll make dinner for us and we can watch a movie if you'd like. There was a long pause before she said yes. I closed her door and thought she was acting a bit standoffish. She usually has a lot to say. I texted her dad asking if they maybe got into some sort of disagreement or argument that led to her not wanting to go with him this weekend. I went downstairs and started making dinner for food, was cooking, and I started organizing things around the house, and I noticed Olivia's book bag and coat aren't hung where we usually hang our things when we get home.
I already have chills. I hate this so bad.
Yeah. Where was I at? Hello? Oh,
so sorry.
I lost it.
Yes.
I found it. I thought maybe she just took her things up to her room. No biggie. I went into the living room and saw Olivia sitting on the couch facing away from me. I didn't hear her come down the stairs. She kind of startled me, especially because she's just sitting there. Not on her phone like usual, and the TV off. What 16-year-old is just going to sit on the couch and stare at the wall?
No.
None.
What person, especially nowadays, like, that don't exist anymore.
Yeah, no, we always on our phones. We glued.
Everybody needs to be overstimulated at all times so we don't have to face reality.
This is why everybody has ADHD now, okay? I walk over to the kitchen and check on the food. I yell out if she can please pick out a movie for us. I went out to check what movie she picked, and to my surprise, the TV is still off, and she's still sitting there motionless. Olivia, you didn't hear me? I grabbed the remote and picked out a movie. I chose The Conjuring. I love Vera Farming.
Shut up.
I grabbed our plate, and as I sat down on the couch, I heard a notification coming from my phone in the kitchen. I told her, I'll be right back. I checked my phone, and it was a text from her father. This gives me chills, okay? Oh, God. I lost it again.
Bro,
Can I read? Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys.
This gives me chills. Losing my spot every time I look up from the screen.
I can't help it. After reading his message, my body went cold and stiff. Literal chills. He said, "What do you mean? I picked Olivia up from school and we're grabbing dinner with her grandma right now."
Oh, lovely.
Down my spine at the moment. I feel catatonic at this point. I took a deep breath and walked slowly towards the living room, peeking in to see if it was still sitting on the couch. Immediately, it was. It was just sitting there, very still, looking forward but away from me. I hadn't even seen Olivia's face since I've been home. Like, that actually makes me feel sick.
I just got really warm.
Yeah. At least you're not cold. Not a cold chill. God.
I'm sweating all of a sudden.
Like this thing has purposefully been avoiding eye contact. I went back into the kitchen. I didn't know what to do. I'm fucking terrified. I had to go back out there.
You should be.
Yeah, actually. I had to go back out there. My car keys are in the living room. I took it.
This is why you need to practice running.
Like, I could not. I took a deep breath and got the courage to walk out confidently like everything was normal. It was gone. I don't know why I yelled out, "Olivia?"
Bitch. Shut up.
My stupid, confused human instincts. I heard its voice coming from upstairs, sounding just like my Olivia. It said, "Mom, I'm upstairs. I need your help." In the most sinister voice.
Yeah!
Because it knew that you knew.
I need your help.
I don't like that.
I literally have goosebumps.
Like,
where's the goose cam?
Same. God. Okay. Fuck. I was shaking so much I couldn't even put the damn keys in the ignition. God, I wish I had a push start for this very moment.
Mood.
For real. As I reversed out my driveway, I looked up at the house and it was Olivia's window waving at me. Faceless. I couldn't even breathe. I never drove off so fast in my life.
Faceless? Where'd she drive to?
I don't know. Homegirl didn't say that, but faceless, because, I mean, like, a lot of the times, like how I was saying with mimics, if they mimic somebody's face, like, something is normally off. Like, their eyes are off a little bit. Like, because
the whole face was off.
Yeah, whole face was off, but it's got everything else. The voice, the body, just not the face. And imagine after you realize, like, this is not my daughter is not home, and you know that the thing knows that you now know, and it just waving at you with no face in the upstairs.
I'm like, do you ever go home after that?
I think I would just burn the house down.
Just burn it.
Just burn it.
But then, doesn't that release the entity into the world?
I don't know. Because it's also like...
Or, like your friend, is it going to follow her anyways?
Yeah. Like, I'm going with you, baby. I'm in the backseat of the car. Like,
oh my God. Can you imagine you drive away freaking out and it's like,
all of a sudden you see the faceless body sitting in the rearview mirror and you're like,
crashes car. Not funny.
It's not funny, but also like trauma.
Trauma. That's crazy.
How do you when you how do you go home after that? Because like I would love to know the context, like because it seems like her and the husband are split. So like, do you live with anybody else or do you live alone?
Like every weekend you're just terrified that like your fake daughter's gonna come back?
Or every fucking day. Like, if that spirit is in there and it made itself known to you in that form or fashion, like, it's got some energy now. It's got some motion, some movement. So...
But then also when you see your daughter, do you believe it's her?
Yeah, actually. I guess if you can see her face.
Your daughter's like, Mom, why are you acting so weird? She's like, oh, no reason.
Because I would love to know, like, I would love to have an update on this. Like, did the spirit get more momentum? Did it start like getting a little bit more like risky with it? Did it get to the point where it can now mimic her face? Because it's like, you know, spirits, when they feed off of that energy from you, they start to get more powerful. Like every movie you've ever watched, like all of the Conjurings, all of anything, they're like, ignore it. Don't give it any attention. Because when you give it attention, you're feeding it. It wants you to be afraid. It wants you to be scared. So it's like, girl, I would have been terrified. I would have been shitting a brick. So, like...
A whole brick.
A whole one. Don't know how it came out, but it's out. So, did it get worse? Did it get better? Did you move?
I can't.
The whole brick, bitch. Like...
Okay.
I just need to know. And why do you choose the fucking Conjuring?
That's such... I mean, that's some shit you would do for real, though. You're just like, oh, we're just having a chill night. She's in a weird mood. You know what'll make her mood better? The Conjuring.
Quick, turn it on.
Plot twist, I'm living it.
Actually. Because The Conjuring, like, that movie itself also did have mimics in it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a pussy. I don't watch those movies.
You've never seen one?
The Conjuring? No.
I'm gonna make you watch all of those with me.
And I'm gonna make you watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
And I will. Also, this is tea. Side note, the Insidious series also eats.
Also, never watched. I don't fuck with ghosts for real. I think it was The Conjuring that my aunt and like her family went and watched, and they said they felt like a spirit came home with them.
Oh.
After watching that movie in the theater. And I don't know if that's just like because, you know, it was a scary movie and so they felt like something was, anything can happen. But like, that's why I never watched it, is because I'm like, I don't want demons to follow me home from the theater.
I do, like, it is one of those things, like, whenever, because I haven't watched a scary movie in probably, like, 2 years.
Yeah. I mean,
not really by my choice. I love scary movies, but I hadn't watched a scary movie in, like, 2 years. And I feel like whenever I was watching them, because those are my favorite movies to watch for some reason, I will never watch them alone, but I love watching them.
I kind of feel that, except not ghosts. It's, like, other types of scary horror thriller kind of vibe.
Yeah. I'm just not a big fan of thrillers. I don't know why. Because I'm like, that could happen to me in real life.
I think that's why I like them better. But also, ghosts can happen in real life. What are you talking about? Hello? Your whole friend is haunted.
Yeah, but it's like, with the paranormal, it's like, okay, like, I know that can happen, but like...
Nah.
I'm protected.
The ghosts, anytime any kind of ghost shit comes out, like, my whole childhood Christian self comes out, and I'm like... Dear Lord, please protect me.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Oh, she knows that one.
I had a pillow with that on it.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's tea. I fucked that pillow up. That bitch turned into dust.
I thought you were about to say you fucked that pillow.
She fucked that pillow.
I did not fuck said pillow.
That reminds me of that episode of Big Mouth. Have you guys seen that? Where he fucks all the pillows.
He gets the pillow pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Then the pillow runs away with the child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love that episode, actually.
That was your lay me down to sleep pillow.
Yeah, T. There
T?
is
The truth comes out, guys.
Oh, I didn't say shit. There is a new Conjuring movie coming out.
No.
It's in theaters like right now.
Not right now, probably, because this is coming out in like a month and a half.
What?
This episode?
Sad.
Right now, but not when this is coming out.
Sorry, guys. I forget the concept of time. Time isn't real.
It's popular enough. It'll be in the dollar theaters at that point, though. Go and get your deals.
If you can get it in a red box.
Not sponsored. Conjuring sponsor.
Okay, so my last story 3. I can only assume what myself and my mom encountered was a doppelganger. Before I start, my dad used to work at night. Anyways, when I was around 6, 7, I lived in a townhouse with my mom and dad, up until my mom passed away less than a couple months later. 6, 7. 6, 7.
I'm sorry.
I thought it immediately. I'm glad we were on the same wavelength.
Cool.
Oh gosh, okay. Up until my mom passed away less than a couple months later, and she was pouring me some milk in the kitchen, like every other night. Milky before bedtime milky. Louise. I can't breathe.
I need a fan.
It's a bedtime milky.
I hate that. Oh my god.
Why is it so common to have milk before bed every night? I guess if it
that is not a me thing, unless I got some chocolate chip cookies to go with it.
Yeah, I just don't drink milk without it's always washing something down. Right? Now I love milk, but I can't just drink that shit.
How is this relevant to the story?
I don't know.
She said, I latched on the milk and we just kept it going. She needs some. We just name all the milk memes. No.
Those
anyway.
Those milkaholic videos.
No.
Have you seen those?
No.
Listen, somebody needs to put a clip in. Laura, put a clip in.
Milk what?
Milkaholic. It's like this trend where it's like alcoholic, but it's a milkaholic. So they're taking like a jug of milk and they're just pouring it in shots and they're just shooting the milk back.
I have seen that.
And then they just start punching the kid. Like, it's pretty funny.
She's like, I hate it. I hate that so much.
I thought it was pretty funny because it's so unhinged. How did we get here as a society?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, he was getting his nighttime milky in the kitchen like every other night and was winding down for school the next day. But he was 6 or 7, actually. This makes sense now.
Okay, yeah. 6, 7. Okay.
6, 7. This makes sense now. Anyways, where are we at? We're getting off guard. Okay. There was nothing scary about this night, and I was just waiting for my mom to pour milk, looking out into our living room in front of me, looking at things and just waiting. However, on one of my head swivels from looking around, my dad had appeared in front of the closet door in our living room. It didn't scare me at first. I just assumed it was my dad, but looking back, there was no noise ever made. Our doors and floors creaked, and with how quiet it was, we would have heard anyone moving around. However, what was so scary about it was that my dad was just standing there and staring at us from across the room. It wasn't scary at first since I was still under the impression that this was my dad, but the longer he kept standing there and staring at me, the scarier it got. He didn't move an inch, didn't blink, and the longer I kept looking at him, I noticed his eyes were too small.
Ugh. Got them little beady eyes.
Beady eyes just staring at you. They were wide open, but small enough to where it looked wrong. That right there is what I imagine. I remember I started to blink and rub my eyes because I thought maybe I was seeing things, but I just kept standing there for a good minute longer until after a blink, it just disappeared. No noise at all. There was no way, considering it disappeared in a blink, for it to have been humanly moved that fast without making some kind of sound. The only way it could have disappeared as fast as it did was if it slammed the door shut behind it. I remembered how terrified I was at that point and looking to my mom to see if she saw it too, but she didn't say anything, so I assumed I just hallucinated. That was until a few years ago. I was telling my mom and dad about that night, and he told me my mom had also seen it, but due to her mental health problems and me not saying anything to her or him about it, I hadn't said anything when I looked at her, he dismissed it as a hallucination. Nothing quite like that has ever happened to me, but that experience was the reason that experience was the reason for years I couldn't sleep without a light on. Before that day, I was not afraid of the dark. I didn't believe in ghosts, didn't even understand people could actually die at that point, and was not really exposed to religion. Every night after that incident until we moved, I was petrified to sleep in my room. Getting his little milky. And then there's just an entity like just staring, beady little eyes. Like, imagine you're a child.
Okay. I'm imagining.
And then your dad is just staring at you like,
stop and stare. I stopped to wonder, but you're not there.
Just staring, beady little eyes. It was creepy. The second story is honestly the one that freaked me out the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
well, because she like actually interacted with that one. I think that's like what takes it up to another level. Is like, okay, like you just saw, like you could easily be like, oh yeah, it was a hallucination, like whatever.
Yeah.
But nah, you were yapping with that.
Like
you picked The Conjuring to watch with her.
Yeah, and you had a full conversation like, hey, I'm about to make dinner. Do you want something? Yes. Mom, I'm upstairs. I need your help.
No.
And then
bye.
I would not want, I'm still stuck on that. I would not come home. House is up for sale.
I wonder if she was a homeowner or if she just rented.
Because then you're stuck in a lease.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a homeowner, you got to wait for your shit to sell.
Do you have to disclose hauntings whenever you sell a house?
I don't think you have to.
I think it depends on the state, but I don't think it's hauntings. I think it's like actual
murders. Yeah.
Murders. Yeah. I think it's murders. I've seen some places like it's only within the last 7 years.
Yeah.
That's freaky. Like, I would want to know.
Okay, but be so for real. Those like old ass houses, like those rich big houses that have been around since like the early 1900s, you really think there's going to be a list of every freaking murder or death in that house? Like, nobody would want to buy any house because people die all the time.
Yeah, because that's also like my parents' house that I grew up in. I never really had like an experience there of a haunting, but my parents' house was built in like 1920. So,
I mean, this house was built in like the 40s or the 50s. Like,
yeah, like I know somebody died in there. Like, had to have, but not having any experience, I'm like, okay, they passed. They went across the bridge. Cool.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have any like experiences like that in this house, but I've also cleansed it so many times.
Yes. Yeah, my parents' house was never saged at all.
But I did get robbed in this house. And why do I like thrillers? That's fucked up. And that's what I'm going to talk about to my therapist on Wednesday.
Sophia's just dropping some lore right now.
Buckle up, guys.
So yeah, just remember, the next time you hear your name called from the shadows, pause before you answer. Not everything looks like home. It might not belong there. If I ever have an experience with a mimic, I think I would just die on the spot. I feel like I would just spontaneously combust.
I was about to say just spontaneous combustion. That's the real reason behind spontaneous combustion.
They get haunted so bad. The brick they're trying to shake can't come out, so they just
boom.
It just explodes. Yeah. So that's all I gathered. I feel like there's so many stories. Like there's so many, and when I was picking through them, there weren't as many as detailed as Miss Ma'am on number 2.
Yeah.
Which was kind of frustrating. But like I said, like one of my friends has firsthand experiences with that all the time, and she tells me about it every time, and it's freaky as shit.
Mm.
Like Freaky as shit. That girl haunted bad.
I hope to never meet her, respectfully.
Valid. Because I'm so for real. Like, we worked together, and she would tell me, like, because she's got, like, 5 kids, okay? And her kids have seen a hand with claws on it.
No.
Grip around a door.
No.
They have named this entity Dexter.
Hell no.
Like, it's a single entity.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like she has multiple, because she's seen, like, a 6-year-old kid who she doesn't know sitting on her couch, and then they disappear. Like, she's got multiple entities going through her house. Like, it's insane. But I swear to God, because we used to work together, I have been at that job when she's there. This is one of the freakiest ones. I'm going to share this story and then shut up.
Completely unrelated.
Completely unrelated. But she is walking out of the front door of the building, and we're chit-chatting. She's stopping at the door, and we're talking about...
I feel like you've told me this story before, and I already have chills.
There's actually 2. I'm going to tell you another one, too.
Oh, God.
So she's standing at the front door about to leave. We're chit-chatting about something that we don't want customers to hear. And so I hear footsteps up the hallway. So I'm waiting until the customer, like, passes to continue the conversation so I can say, have a great day. I pause. Nothing. I look at her. I'm like, wait a second. I literally walk around the counter to look down the hallway. Nothing is fucking there. And then I check. Nobody's in the building. But it was literally heel toe.
Hate.
But to me, I'm like, okay, you have this entity following you. You're leaving the building. It's walking towards the front door.
It's following you.
It's coming with you, babe.
It just rides in the car.
Yeah.
You think ghosts like to ride bitch, or do they ride in the passenger seat?
I don't know. That's a great question. Or do they ride on top the fucking car? Like, who knows? What do they want to do? They're just, like, chilling, getting a breeze. Like, I don't know. And then the other one that was super freaky, this is whenever she wasn't at work. So I was like, wait a minute. Did something you brought here?
Did you leave him behind?
Yeah,
How dare
like,
you locked the doors before he got in?
Take him home. Take him home with you. Like, literally, whenever I worked with her, love her to death. But girl, I would sage my place consistently. Like, when I worked with you. But I'm in the bathroom at work because I wanted to hit my vape. And
shame.
No, haven't heard the doorbell ding in an hour. Nobody's been in the building in an hour. I'm chilling because I have another hour before I can leave. And in the bathroom, just sitting on my phone, all of a sudden, footsteps down the hallway. They get louder, sound like they stop right in front of the bathroom door. I'm like, nobody's in here right now. The door did not ding. Nobody can get in the building without that doorbell going.
Right.
So I'm calling somebody and I'm like, I am scared shitless. So I'm keeping you on the phone while I walk out of this bathroom because this is freaky as fuck. And walk out of the bathroom, nothing is there. I check the front door. Nobody's there. I check literally every single room behind every single door. Nothing is there.
Please tell me this wasn't at the location that I work at.
No.
Okay, cool.
No, this was another one. But
I'm like, you about to never see me there again, girl.
She's like, I quit right now.
This is my 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, that was freaky. And then, like, I was changing one time in one of the rooms before we left. It was like 1 minute before we closed, and I wanted to put on my pajamas. And
I'm gonna put my pajamas on to drive home.
Yeah,
so unhinged.
My house was 8 minutes from there. I already showered that morning. I know I'm going home, taking off my makeup, and getting in bed. What do you mean?
Okay, go off, queen. Do your thing.
I wanted to put on my pajama pants, and I'm in the room changing. I locked the door behind me just in case, and when I go to turn around, the door is unlocked. I vividly remember locking the door.
Yo, I can't lie though. Sometimes locks, I'll click them so many times, and they just don't work.
Yeah, but like it was completely like turned.
Oh, it was a turning lock?
It was a turn lock, and then it was completely turned the opposite way. And I felt like, when I was changing, I felt like something. I was like, something feels weird. And then I turn around, and the door is unlocked. And then there's a cleaning closet at that building that freaked me out no matter what. If it was open, I had the heebie-jeebies. Like, it had to stay closed. I don't know.
Hate it.
That's my tea.
Hate it all.
Anyways.
Just some little haunting trauma from Amanda.
Just some lore, I guess. I'm glad I don't work there anymore. But yeah, that was it. That's what I had for Mimic Stories. Let us know if you guys want to hear some more about this, because like I said, there are so many. I'm sure that I could find some other like really interesting ones.
Or if y'all have any stories, send them in.
Please send them in. We would love to read what you guys have.
Links are down below because I don't know what they are.
But yeah, just check down there. Laura got it. We love you, Laura. Shout out
and right here.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching ZomBabes. We hope you had a great time. Definitely subscribe below. Check out our other social medias. Those will all be linked in the bottom in the description box. And we hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.